Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is my review for episode 4 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Okay, so first of all, what is worrying me at the moment is that we're 4 episodes in and there's only 6 episodes in this series, and I feel like we're not getting anywhere. It doesn't feel like things are progressing, really. Stuff's happening, you know, things are going on. It's pretty much the same stuff we're seeing every episode, which is Leia getting captured, Obi-Wan having to rescue her, then Leia getting captured again, and then Kenobi having to rescue her again. It feels like that's just what's going on, but with a little bit of Darth Vader thrown in there, a load of stuff with Rava's story, which I am actually interested in. I want to see more. It's going to be revealed. I have no idea what's going to happen yet. There's loads of rumors and theories going around about it. Maybe she's going to she's pretending to be on the dark side for some reason. I don't know. I've never seen that happen in Star Wars yet, so I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, it could be interesting. I really don't know. There's another theory that she potentially is so angry with Obi-Wan because at the beginning of episode 1, where it's a flashback to Order 66 and that Jedi gets killed, there's one of the girls, one of the young Padawans is a young black girl who could be Rava, and she's basically seen all these Jedi get murdered by the hand of Anakin, really, because of Obi-Wan's failure. That's potentially a rumor. It's all interesting, so I am interested in her story, but it just feels like it's not progressing the way I would want it to. I don't feel like we're getting really what we should. I don't know. I'm really conflicted with this series, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I am enjoying it because it's Star Wars. It's, you know, everything I like as a fan of Star Wars. I'm in the Star Wars universe. I love the settings, the environments, the locations, the characters. We've got Hugh McGregor back. We've got Hayden Christensen back, even though we haven't seen him really, all apart from him in the distance in a robe, which was really, really cool. It did excite me, but I want to see more. I wish we had some more flashbacks, some different perspectives from Anakin's side. I don't know, I just wish that Hayden Christensen was getting used more. At the minute, we haven't seen him really at all. Is that even him in the suit, in Vader's suit? I think it is. I do think it is him, and I hope it is. I'm pretty sure they would have just used him anyway, just because it would feel more authentic having him there. Obviously, it's not his voice, which I find weird. Obviously, that is Darth Vader's voice, but it isn't Anakin's voice, so I find it a very bizarre transition of Anakin becoming Darth Vader, and then his voice becoming so different. I know he's in a suit, but his whole voice, the way he speaks, is so different. So, but it is what it is. That's just how it is. You can't change that. Darth Vader is Darth Vader. Anakin's Anakin. Whatever. Like, I'm not actually bothered about that. But yeah, just a little nitpicky thing that sort of goes through my mind is like, I know that's Hayden Christensen, but it's not his voice, and it just does my head in a little bit. So in this episode, Obi-Wan starts off in the Bacta tank. It was cool, actually, to see Obi-Wan in the Bacta tank. I thought that was a cool thing. The little flash between him and Vader, both having, like, some sort of connection in the Bacta tank. I don't know if it was, like, meant to be that they're having the same sort of connection, like Kylo and Rey would have, but I don't know if they were just showing both of them struggling and having, like, torment within themselves whilst being in the Bacta tank. I don't know, but I quite like that. But this whole episode's really just about, again, saving Leia, which I just can't believe that another whole episode was about that. It's becoming a bit bizarre to me that this is just what's going on. Yeah, it's just, I really want more from it. As much as it's great to have a new Star Wars series, especially about Obi-Wan and Vader and this whole story that we're getting, it's a fascinating story to be told, but I don't feel like we're getting enough. It doesn't feel Star Wars enough, Star Wars-y enough. I'm getting a bit of Star Wars. It's in the locations and settings, like I said, but it just doesn't feel to me like a real Star Wars world. I don't believe in the world as much, especially because obviously the prequels have such a distinct visual look. It looks a certain way. It feels a certain way. It feels like Star Wars. No, regardless if you don't like the prequels or not, it feels like Star Wars, and I feel like this doesn't feel like Star Wars. Now I've watched a bit more of it, I just feel like, I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sweating my tits off. It's so hot in here, and I've got a bloody big white light on my head. Anyway, I just don't feel like, as much as I feel like Deborah Chow is a good director, I don't feel like she's the right person for this. It's too big of a thing. It's too big of a thing for someone like Deborah Chow, who I think she's just really, she just started. I could be completely wrong there, but I haven't seen anything from her apart from the other previous episodes of The Mandalorian and whatever. So I feel like she's a new director, and good on her, like buzzing that new directors are getting given these roles. But it's very risky, and I don't feel like Disney's pulling it off. They're not pulling it off with these series about, and even movies about, the OG characters like Luke Skywalker. They completely ruined him. Big time. That's one of the biggest failures in Star Wars. In Disney, it's just like, you've ruined Luke Skywalker. Obviously, Mandalorian and Boba Fett has redeemed that and made him sick again. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Boba Fett, actually, before we get to Kenobi, Boba Fett wasn't received well at all. I really liked it, but I didn't really have any expectations because I didn't know Boba really at all. But I really did enjoy it, but everyone else who was a massive Boba fan didn't enjoy it whatsoever. So they've obviously messed him up for a lot of Star Wars fans. And then now Obi-Wan, loads of people are really annoyed by this. I'm not annoyed, I'm just a bit disappointed with like how it is. I just feel like I want more. It doesn't feel proper Star Wars for me. It doesn't feel big enough, doesn't feel epic enough. It just feels like, I know it's an intimate story about Ben having his troubles and the situation between him and Anakin, and just that dynamic and relationship, and what's, that whole thing between them and everything that's happened, whilst we're getting new characters in there like Reva, her story, which I actually do find interesting. It's all focused on Leia, which is like, I didn't expect it, and I'm okay with some of that, but it's getting too much now. Just constantly saving Leia, and then her getting captured again, and then saving her again, it's becoming a bit tedious now. I just don't want any more of it. I want the story to progress. We got hardly anything of Vader in this episode, apart from where he's about to kill Reva and chooses not to again, which people are annoyed about because they're saying Vader would have just killed her. I agree with that, but it didn't bother me too much. But yeah, it did annoy me that Reva didn't use her mind powers on the spy. I don't know her name. I don't even know if she has a name yet, but the spy who's looking after Ben Kenobi, she could have just used the mind power that she has on her, and she didn't. I found that like weird. Why would you not do that? I also found it really stupid. This is again a really small thing that just annoyed me more than it should have done, but these things do bother me because I feel like it's just comes down to the writing, and like, are they not thinking through things properly? Because the moment where, first of all, it was really cool to see Kenobi once again use his lightsaber. He somehow got his skills back like that, so that was a bit weird, but it was still really good. He's got a saber out, he's doing all the right actual moves, he's got his stance back. I was like, sick. He's using the Force, he's doing like the mind trick stuff, which was cool to see. Then obviously the moment where all the stormtroopers are coming through that door, which has sort of been closed, and they're trying to break through, and they're still trying to shoot through it. Kenobi's sort of blocking all the blasters, but whilst holding the glass, stopping all the water from coming in. Now, this was a cool scene. I did really like it, but I did think, why doesn't he just run away before doing the Force push? He could have done that and still managed to get out whilst the water would have come in and got everybody, but he chose to stand there and protect Leia, get her out, and then wait for the right time. Still really cool scene. But when he lets that go and all the water comes flooding in, and he manages to just get out just in time, the camera shot behind him is showing the water is like so high, coming in at such a force, at such a speed. He has no water on him at all when he escapes through that door just in time. And as that door's closing, it literally closes and not one drop of water floods through. I know it starts to seep through eventually, but like, there was the ocean is following Kenobi at such a speed and pressure that no water just came through the door with him just on the floor whilst the door managed to just close. It's a really stupid thing. I know it means fucking nothing to do with Star Wars, but them little things are really doing my head in this series at the minute. I'm like, why has no one thought about that? It's stupid, and I feel like the series is doing loads of stuff like that, and I don't know. Like, another stupid thing that I'm just gonna say, I know this is completely like, it's not even really a review, it's just me just complaining about stupid, pointless stuff, but I'm going to say it anyway. When Kenobi is swimming to try and infiltrate the base, I get that he's got that mouth apparator thing that you can breathe underwater with. That's cool. It's a cool technology. I know that's been used, I think, in Jedi Fallen Order. I think Cal used that. Anyway, I did like that, but I was thinking, how the hell is Obi-Wan seeing anything? You need some fucking goggles. You need a pair of goggles, mate. Alright? So Star Wars needs to start bringing in goggles for people underwater, because otherwise, I'm not believing that you're managing to dive underwater and see everything. Because when you go underwater with your eyes open, it's literally, you can't see anything. It's blurred as fuck unless you've got some goggles on. Anyway, like I said, it's completely just nitpicking, pointless bullshit, but it just annoys me. We got the Jedis in stasis and like the amber stasis. That was really cool. I did like that. I wasn't familiar with any of them. I know that they are meant to be characters, or I know one of them is a character from the Rebels, I think, or Clone Wars. The first one, the first Jedi, I don't know. I haven't seen them. I was aware whilst watching it that I probably should know who they are because they made a point. But yeah, I don't know. But it was really cool to see. I thought it was a really cool dark thing. It's a dark thing, like the Empire doing something like that, keeping these Jedi. Maybe they're alive in stasis, or maybe they're dead, I don't know, but maybe they're just trophies, which is also as fucked up as any of the other theories about it. So that was cool. The scene where Kenobi's fighting the stormtroopers in the dark, and you can just see his lightsaber come out, he takes them out just before he saves Leia again. That was really, really cool. I did like that. But it's annoying because Kenobi's just basically found out that Anakin is Darth Vader. Darth Vader's nearly killed him. He's just been dragged through fire. I feel like this episode's completely missed an opportunity to spend time like going deep into the actual reality of what Kenobi is now experiencing, like understanding that Anakin has become Vader, this machine who is unstoppable. He's seen him murder all these local people in that village for no reason. Like, it's so dark. He's a very dark person that Anakin's become. I want to see Kenobi more distressed about it. I want to see the torment between him. I want to see Anakin's perspective and him sort of thinking about Kenobi and what he's going through, but we're not getting it. So I hope that we do get it in the next 2 episodes, but there's only 2 episodes. There's still going to be another fight between Kenobi and Vader. That's been confirmed. That has to happen. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope it's a wicked fight. It has to be in a really good setting. Please just give us a sick setting of that. Don't put it in a dark village again where there's nothing to see, just some lightsabers. It's just, it wasn't good enough for me. And I just really hope that they do pull it off. 2 episodes left. Please pull it off. They have announced that they're going to be doing Series 2 now, which is great. But I want them to have a new director because I just don't think Deborah Chow is the right person. I just want it. I want it to feel more cinematic. And it doesn't. It feels too much like a TV show, and that they're on a set, and it's just taking me out of the world. I'm not believing in this world so much. But once again, Ewan McGregor is quality as Kenobi. I'm loving him. Leia, the actress, is great. I'm loving her. She's great. I loved how Reva just could not get the mind power off her because Leia wasn't even trying. She's just like, are you just having a staring competition or what? I like that. She's cocky. It's great, and I feel like they've done well with her. Just fucking stop running away and stop getting captured. Just do one or the other. Either get captured and just we never rescue her, or rescue her and we just never see her again. Just take her home back to Bail Organa and fucking drop her off and leave her there. And get on with your life, Ben. You've had enough. Anyways, that's my review. I guess you could call it a review, or maybe just me complaining about stuff I don't like. It's enjoyable. I am enjoying it, like I said, because it's Star Wars. It's still fun. I am entertained, but it's not enough. I'm not getting what I want from it. To me, it's becoming more and more of like an average show now. At first I was excited, and then episode 2 dropped a bit, but I was like, okay, yeah, you know, just give it time. 3rd episode brought it back to being exciting, but then it didn't hit the nail on the head with the things it should have done. As much as it was exciting to see Vader and Kenobi back together, that still was a bit disappointing. And now after this episode, as much as I enjoyed it and the environments and what was going on, it was still some really cool stuff to be seen. I was just like, is this it again? It's not getting to where I want it to get to. So I'm starting to feel like it's just really just an alright series. It's not really that good, and that's really shit. So I hope the two next episodes sort of take it to that another level, and I really hope that they do that. They need to, really. But yeah, so for me, if I was to give this episode a rating, I would give it a 7 out of 10. Anyways, guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments, are you enjoying this series? What do you think to this episode? Let me know, please, down below. I'd love to know all your thoughts. Also, drop me a like if you did enjoy this. That would really help me out in my YouTube algorithm, get my videos out there. I'd really appreciate that. Once again, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time on wAFF World.